going on, everybody? I'm back, and I'm here to review Batman Returns. So, let's start this. Batman Returns was made in 1992, and Tim Burton directed it again, which is really nice because I enjoyed the first one. I was pretty pumped for the second one, and I gotta admit, I actually didn't say this in the first one, but I actually like Batman Returns actually more than Batman. And let me tell you why, though. Because even though Batman was more of like an actual Batman movie, Tim Burton's style is just so crazy and wacky, and I love it so much. That's why I like this second one better, because it was more of a Tim Burton movie, and it gave more visual more visual grandeur and everything, more style, and more stuff that I love about him, because it reminded me of like Edward Scissorhands and everything like that, which I loved so much. And that's basically why I love Batman Returns more. And the characters, I feel they kind of suffered because of how good Jack Nicholson's performance was in the first one. And even though there were two villains in this one, they still weren't as good as Jack's, but I still really liked them. Let's get into those. So, Danny DeVito's Penguin and Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, they're very good performances. I love them both. It's just that I feel Jack's performance was excuse me, I had a burp. And I feel Jack's was a little bit better than theirs combined, but they're still very, very good. Danny DeVito's Penguin is like very disgusting. He's very devious. He's very nasty in the way he tries to control Gotham, and I like the way that Danny DeVito played him, just because Danny, he looks like a penguin in real life. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, just like the way he's basically built. He's like just this round figured man, and he was just the perfect guy to cast as Penguin. And I kind of sympathized more with Danny DeVito's Penguin more than I did with Jack's Joker, just because the Penguin is more of the tortured soul than Jack is, or than the Joker is, just because he was cast out as a baby, and he was thrown over the bridge, and he got tossed into the sewer basically, and he had to be raised by the Penguins, and just become one of them just to survive. And it's just like it's a very sad performance, just because by the end you're just like, you kind of see when he dies, and you just see the Penguins like drag him into the water. It's just like, it's sort of beautiful in the way it's shot, but it's just very sad as well. And I felt so bad for Penguin, just because he didn't deserve his life he lived, just because his parents were very mean to him, and it's just like that wasn't fair to him at all. And I mean, like, but I still really enjoyed the performance, and I really enjoyed the origin story as well. And on a quick note, actually, the dad who the Penguin is actually Paul Rubens, who plays Pee Wee Herman in the Pee Wee Herman movies, which is really funny. So then, Catwoman, she's also a very sympathetic character, just because she didn't deserve the way she died. Like at first, because Max Schreck, he pushes her outside the window, because she was gonna reveal like what he's been doing to Gotham with his sewage waste and everything, and she falls like 10 stories to her death, and then but then there's a thing that sort of like cheeses it up, is that all the cats come around her, and then she's all fidgety because they're biting her in certain ways, and just you see her eyes flicker, and then just they open up again, she's alive, but now she's like a cat version. She's got 9 lives and everything. I really loved that part. That was just great. She plays that role really well. I mean, just she's very sexy. She's very slinky. She uses her body to manipulate men, and then she also terrorizes people with her whip and everything, and her attitude. And I love the way she opens she introduces herself as Catwoman, when she saves the woman in the alley, but then she holds her against the wall. She's like, "You need a Batman to save you. Well, guess what? I am Catwoman. Hear me roar." And then she just does all the flips, and then she leaves, and it's just it's such a perfect part for that for it's just a great role in general. I mean, like Michelle Pfeiffer, I really think she owned that role, and I feel Anne Hathaway's gonna have to fill big shoes when The Dark Knight Rises comes out because Michelle Pfeiffer, she just knocked that part out of the park, and it's really one of my favorite villain performances of all time. And yeah, I mean, like other side those two villains, you know, you also got Christopher Walken playing Max Schreck, was this really like the main villain of the whole story, where it's like, you know, it's all centered around him because he's like the main antagonist, where it's like his sewage is like the whole problem which is going on in Gotham, and Danny DeVito has to frame him, and you know Michelle Pfeiffer has to frame him for killing her, and Danny DeVito's framing him. But then like Max Schreck, he sort of he sort of takes a twist on it, and he like tries to get Penguin's trust by making him mayor, and you know that doesn't turn out. So you know Danny DeVito decides to get revenge on him by taking out all the firstborn sons of Gotham just because he was abandoned as a child, and he was his parents' firstborn. You know that wasn't really fair, so he decides to get revenge that way. And I like the plot. It's a really good plot and everything, and it's a good story, and I love all the characters. I really love this movie in general, and you know, if I were to rank it, I'd say maybe same as Batman, but I'm just gonna say I like it more than the first Batman. So yeah, that's basically Batman Returns for you. Oh yeah, wait, no, I'm forgetting somebody. Wait. Batman, of course. Duh. I'm so stupid. Yeah. Michael Keaton. Yeah, he returned as Batman, but he's more of like this sympathetic character in a way. Like all the characters are really sympathetic in a way, except for Max Schreck, and he's more like a vulnerable Bruce Wayne this time, and you know Batman's more of like, you know, he's more dark and mysterious in a way, but you know it's still I really enjoy Michael Keaton as the Batman, and I feel he does the best out of all the people playing Batman, you know, of course. So yeah, that's my whole thought. Okay, so yeah, that was done really quick. So yeah, that's my whole thought on Batman Returns. 4 out of 5, just a little bit better than Batman, but it's still better. Yeah. So anyway, next 4 days I'll be reviewing Batman Forever, which is directed by Joel Schumacher. That bastard ruined the series. I can't wait to talk about this because I really want to tear him a new asshole. Anyway, so yeah, guys, take it easy, and I will see you in a couple more days. Bye bye. How do you turn it off?